What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, it is appreciated. Sorry it's been a couple weeks since I uploaded. I did have another video to upload, but sadly, like an idiot, I accidentally deleted all the footage. Wasn't anything too crazy, it was just me trying to install a new stereo that I got for the 350, which didn't end up working. And I also got this new Alcantara steering wheel, so it was about installing that. And putting my old wheel on the wall so I can still use it for shows and just have it as like a nice display piece. So not a huge deal that video didn't go out, but still kind of sucks. Either way though, really excited about today's video. I'm hoping by the end of this video, there is going to be a happy ending. So if you guys watched the last video of the 280ZX, you kind of know what's been going on with it as far as why it's not starting. Basically, the fuel tank is pretty rusted out right now. The fuel sending unit that I had was super rusted out, and I was thinking of different ways to buy gas tanks or aftermarket fuel sending units and all that, which is still kind of a possibility. But what I'm actually going to do today is try and restore this old gas tank to clear all the rust out. I might have been able to save the old fuel sending unit as well, but that thing was really rusted out. If you go check out like 3 280ZX videos ago, it was really bad. I didn't think there was any saving it, and I didn't think that I was going to go through this process anyway, so I tossed it, sadly. But I did find one the other day for a reasonable price. So this one was rusted out at 1.2, but the previous owner did go ahead and clean it up. You can still see slight traces of where the rust is, but for the most part, it looks pretty clean. It's old, obviously, still looks kind of gross, but from what they said, everything works. It's not rusted out anymore. I think there is like some little like tube or something missing there, and there's this like kind of wire that's hanging, so that's not ideal. But as long as it sends the fuel through where I need to go and tells me how much gas we have, it works, especially for the price that I paid for it. So if all goes as planned, we should have the fuel tank cleaned out, the fuel sending unit back in the car, the fuel tank put back up in the car, and hopefully, we can get the 280ZX to start. And if we can get the 280ZX to start, it's a huge jumping point to getting this car like finished, hopefully within the next couple months, relatively finished. So to clear out the rust, I went and picked up some vinegar. However, I just got back home, I took a look at the gas tank again, and I do not think that these 5 gallons are going to be enough. The gas tank is a 20 or 21 gallon gas tank. So the 5 gallons of vinegar that I have is definitely not going to be enough to even cover half of it, and I at least want to be able to clean out half of the gas tank, and then if I need to flip it upside down from there I can or whatever, but this is definitely not going to be enough. So I'm going to run back to the store at some point today, pick up at least another 5 gallons of vinegar, and then come back and we can actually start the process of putting the vinegar in, capping everything off, and then go from there. Alright, so a couple hours later, as you can probably tell by the fact that it is now nighttime, but I went to the store and I got more bottles of vinegar. I think one of them might have opened a little bit, which kind of sucks. I gotta check the Q50, make sure that none got on the carpet, because I hate the smell of vinegar. But hopefully this is enough to at least fill up half of this gas tank. I already capped this off with a baggie and a bunch of rubber bands. I hope that holds. So I'm gonna go ahead and start pouring these in here. Then it's gonna sit for a couple days and we will check on it again. And I'm pretty sure I've already put a video up of what the gas tank looks like on the inside, but just in case not, there's a rough idea of it. So all the containers of vinegar have been emptied. Only thing is, this only filled up about half the tank, which I kind of figured that it would, because this is, again, a 20 gallon tank, and altogether this is only 10 gallons. So I think what I'm gonna do is buy another 5 things of vinegar, which sucks, but I kind of have to do it. But buy another 5 things of vinegar, and then fill the rest up with water, just to make sure that majority of what's in there is, you know, high concentrated vinegar, and then go from there. So I don't really see the need of filming me getting the other 5 things of vinegar and pouring them in. So I'll probably touch base with you guys again in a week after all the vinegar and everything sits in there. Hopefully it cleans this up really good. And then from there, hopefully we can reinstall the gas tank and maybe get the car started. So we'll see. Alright, so it has been a full week since we last put all the vinegar in. At about the third day, we were able to see some of the rust peeling off on the side. It doesn't look too insanely different right now, but my hope is when we get all this out and we start washing everything down, it's just gonna peel right off. So I'm gonna start taking all this vinegar out, put it back in these bottles just so I have somewhere to dispose of it, and then kind of go from there, and we'll see how this ends up turning out. Alright, so first off, please excuse how dirty my face and hands are. I just got done scrubbing the gas tank, but altogether, so far I'm pretty happy with the results. So it's definitely not like spick and span clean, and it's definitely not as clean as like a brand new gas tank, obviously, but in comparison to what it was, it's a lot better. All that like gunked up rust is pretty much gone. There's still like stains in there and some small parts of rust, but I don't think it's enough to actually affect the car from starting like it was. The next step slash issue is getting like this off and getting these guys off of the fuel sending unit. Just because they've been on there so long, I know the guy left them on just because he couldn't get them off. All right, so it's been a while. Jonathan is here to help me get the gas tank back up because taking it off was a one-person job. Putting it back on definitely requires two people. But everything's been cleaned, all the line stuff is figured out. I even cleared out the lines with the air hose, so everything should be good. Hopefully we can get the gas tank in tonight, bolt it up, then maybe attempt to try getting it to start. If not, we will probably try it sometime this week, but let's see what we can do. It has been a very long day trying to get everything taken care of. Sorry I didn't film trying to get the gas tank up and everything. I just didn't want there to be too much nonsense in this video, but everything's bolted up. Everything should hopefully be good to go. I don't know any reason why it wouldn't start now that we've checked everything. So fingers crossed, see if we can get it started. Okay, ready? Yep. So clearly that did not work. There is a leak. I know where the issue is. I just don't know what the issue is. It seems like it's leaking from a fuel dampener, which if I'm being honest, I don't know what a fuel dampener is exactly. I just know how much it's gonna cost me to replace if it's broken, but I'm hoping it's just clogged or one of the lines is loose. So I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna take it off, check it out, see what I can see, and then find out whether or not I need to drop another $120 just to get this car running again. And while I'm on the subject of spending money to fix things for my cars, my Q50 tire also needs to be replaced. We took the kids snowboarding yesterday and took the Q50. I've driven it multiple times up there. I have no idea what happened because I got a flat, and when I checked it out, there's just this giant slice on the outside of the tire. And I tried driving it a little bit just to get it out of the spot that I was, and then the backside of the tire just got sliced open completely, so that's cool. Honestly don't know how or why that happened to begin with. I wasn't riding that low. I was driving my Q kind of hard. The way to the mountain we were going has a lot of like turns, and it's a really fun road to drive on, and I've done it before with no issues, and it was doing it again, and again somehow my tire got sliced, but I wasn't low enough to rub up against everything. I don't even have like lips or anything on the inside of my fenders for it to have been cut on, so I have no idea. But now I'm waiting on tires to come in so that I can replace that and get my Q50 off of the spare tire. But enough talking about that, let's try and get the Z running again. And there it is. So sadly, I don't have anybody right now to start the car to see exactly where it was leaking from, but based on yesterday what I was seeing, it seems like this thing's not good anymore. So even though it's small, because it's so damn old, and the fact that the gas tank has been cleaned, the fuel catch container has been cleaned, like everything has been replaced and or cleaned, and this hasn't, I feel like it needs to be done. So as much as I don't want to drop the $120 for this, especially after the tire and the money to restore the gas tank and everything else, but I really don't have a choice, it seems. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these ordered. Sadly, I can't order it today just because of everything I've already purchased for that, my tire, and I do have something, not major, but something on the way for the Z, and then it's Valentine's Day next week, so it's not in the cards right now. Maybe within this next week or so, I can get it ordered, get it to come in, and get it fixed. So really hoping to have the 280ZX running in this video. Again, feel like crap that the 280ZX has defeated me once again. With that being said though, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sorry the car wasn't running in this and it might not be that crazy of a video, but I haven't uploaded in like 3 or 4 weeks and it's bugging the hell out of me, so I'm going to upload this. I have some other videos that should be coming out soon as well, so I'm going to continue to try and keep the content coming out for you guys. But thank you for clicking on this one. If you're not already, please hit the subscribe button, share it to your stories, anything like that. It really means a lot. I appreciate you guys. And of course, I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.